good ship, Lollipop, Little Bear. It's another wonderful sunny day in the Pacific Northwest. It's early November. I think today is the 6th of November, 2020. The sun's out, as you can see, and the wind is up a little bit. I'm not sure what we're clocking for wind, but I'm guessing it's probably about 10 knots here. So it's a good day. I'm on the boat today just to kind of hang out, do a couple of odd chores and whatnot. I'm thinking of going for a sail tomorrow. If I do, of course I will record it and you can come along for the ride. But today I am going to attempt to repair a fuel line. It's a copper line for my diesel heater. We are quickly approaching the days when it gets cold, and I don't want the inside of the boat to freeze because that can sink boats with the through hull hoses and whatnot. I've closed the most of the seacocks, with the exception of the cockpit drain seacocks, because when it rains and gets nasty, I want the rainwater to exit the cockpit, which means I have to leave them open, which means there's a potential for them to freeze, split, and sink my boat. So I'm going to see if I can't get the diesel heater working. And other than that, I'm just going to hang out and enjoy myself. So today's adventure is going to be into the bowels of the beast here inside the boat. It's a little cold out, not really conducive to doing work up on the deck. And so what I want to do is to get my diesel heater going. Take a look. This is my Dickinson diesel heater. I've never, in the 5 years that I've owned the boat, actually had it running. And to tell you the truth, I don't really know how it runs. There's a couple of 1/4 inch copper pipes running, looks like maybe to and from the furnace, and then they disappear back in behind the bulkhead. But there is one problem that I do know of, and I don't think I can access it from here. It's tucked away in this little compartment here. You can see the copper line that feeds this furnace, and that is a 3/8 inch line. However, it goes through the bulkhead right there, and when I ran this line here, which is the the Raymarine instrument panel line, I was a little bit enthusiastic in drilling that hole there, and when the bit went through the wood, it caught the pipe on the other side, because what I didn't realize was once it goes through that hole, it goes down right in front of that hole. I cleverly chewed up the copper pipe on the other side of that bulkhead. Now, it's only about that much pipe on the other side, so I think I'm going to have to either fix it inside the closet or fix it inside the cubby, which is not going to be a particularly enjoyable project. It's a simple project. If I could bring the pipe out where I could access it, it would probably take me about 10 minutes. But because it's in such an awkward spot, who knows how long it's going to take. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be done before that guy can get fired up. So, let's go have a look. So, this is what I was talking about. Those two copper lines. This 3/8 inch line, you can see where this is the Raymarine cable here, and you can see how this copper line here goes down right in front of it. So I don't think you can see that on cam, but the pipe has been significantly chewed up, so I've got to fix it. So I think what I will do cut it on the other side of the bulkhead and push what I can through and put the new coupling on. We'll see how that works. So with 3/4 inch and 5/8 inch wrenches in hand, we descend into the belly of the beast. So this fitting here is 5/8. This fitting here 3/4. And now I have to push that pipe back, and hopefully I can cut and repair it. Let's see what happens. So we have a little bit different plan moving ahead. The damage on the copper pipe is so close to the bulkhead that there's not a really good way to fix it that's going to be nice and tidy and neat, because that pipe has to make a 90-degree as soon as it comes through the bulkhead, and with a coupling on that side of the bulkhead, it would not be acceptable. So what I've decided to do is to take a chunk of the pipe out and add in a longer piece of pipe. I'll put the coupling in the storage compartment so that I can run the pipe through the bulkhead and around the corner without doing a slipshod job. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I've pulled the copper pipe back as far as the 3/4 inch fitting that's on the other side of the bulkhead. Right there is where the damage is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this pipe right here where I can get to it nice and easy, and I will get a fresh piece of copper and use my coupling right there and put a fresh coupling on the other side of the bulkhead, the 3/4 one, on the new piece of pipe. But I don't have pipe and I don't have that new 3/4 coupling, so I'll have to wait for another day. But in the meantime, I'm just going to carry it on. Here it is. And there's the nasty little hole right there. And I was kind of struck by the fact that it looks like a little heart. I love you, man. I'm going to leak diesel all over your boat. So I need to get a piece of pipe that's that long or longer, probably longer, and that fitting. And I think this is just one of those ones where as you tighten it on, it flares the inside of the pipe. At least I hope it is. We'll find out tomorrow when I get a new one. In the meantime, I've wrapped that up. There's the hose, or there's the copper pipe right there. I've got the coupling fitting here, ready and waiting to go. And so I should be able to finish this off without a whole lot of extra effort. A bit more about that next time.